Hello.
Hi.
Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's Eve.
How we doing? New Year's Eve.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy, right,
Yeah.
Benny? Yeah.
2021.
I know.
What a
I
wild
know.
ride.
I know. It has been a wild ride. It's like just when we thought, I remember last year this time into 2020, it's like, yes,
yeah.
out with 2020, and I'm such an optimist as well. And I was like, yeah, 2021, this is it. And then it was like, beer, like, no, yeah. It was hard because I think it was just like we weren't expecting it again, and and the whole year's just been like, what the fuck? But I think just been rolling with it, right? And hoping and that next year, 2022, will be at the end of all this craziness and just
What were your highlights for 2021? What were the good things?
Good things of 2021. Three good things. Well, so during lockdown, I got a lot of time to reflect and think about what I wanted and how I wanted to live my life. Because before lockdown, I felt like I was super, super busy and just always like just burning the candle both ends, and I thought I need to have more balance in my life. So I've done that. I've just thought, no, this is how I want my schedule to look, how many classes I want to teach a week, and just not spreading myself too thin. So that's like a good thing that happened. That sometimes lockdown can be good. You have time for those things. And,
Definitely.
Other good things, just being able to connect with my son, with Dylan, a lot more because we had that time during lockdown, and he got accepted into Newtown Performing Arts, and he also got accepted into an orchestra for next year. And so many things. So I've been really focusing a lot of my attention on my son in 21. It's his last year of 6th grade, last year of primary school.
Cute.
And third thing that was really good of 2021, I think just really appreciating all the goodness. When you're in lockdown, I know it's kind of shitty, but it's like at the same time, it makes you appreciate what you have and that sense of gratitude. And now I'm like, okay, I'm not going to take these things for granted anymore. These freedoms, these things that I had, and really like, and being grateful for, I was so grateful that, we lived in Bondi, that we're so close to the ocean and, right at our doorstep, and we had that during lockdown, and still grateful for it, Sometimes I'm like, I just want to get out of here, I want to go. But I'm like, you know what, it's pretty amazing here,
we're pretty lucky to live here, right?
We are so lucky.
Especially through lockdown.
Yeah, so those are kind of the three good things, I think. What about you, Benny?
Similarly, that last one, like, totally resonates with me. I feel like... some days I feel like the luckiest person ever, just living here, like being able to get down to the beach, and it just soothes everything. It sorts everything out every time. Like, you never regret a swim. It's so good. So just being more aware of that. And then I feel like when you go down there, sometimes like you go down there and you embrace it and you realize how lucky you are. People like... There's so many people that have that same smile on their face as they get in and out of the water, and you have those little chats and people are just like, oh my God, the best.
Yeah.
So that's been real good. I did a lot of sunrise meditations with a group of peeps.
Nice.
We'd go over to our local beach. We'd find a little cave on the rocks, hang out there, see the sunrise regularly through lockdown, which was super good. And then Hinge giving up the goods this year, so that was pretty good. Met a lady. She's super cool.
Yeah, me. So Ben's got a girlfriend now. That is a good thing.
Yeah,
she's awesome too.
Yeah,
we love her.
Cool.
Yeah,
so that's nice.
Yeah, no, that was a good thing. So that, and I think that's the thing with, ending 2021 is just being grateful for what we did have in the year, and letting go of that and moving forward, moving on. And I think the best I've been teaching my classes just shifting your perspective going into this new year with fresh open eyes again, and just like letting go of the expectations and just like being present, being in the moment, and just living life. I was talking to my mom today because like she's like, oh, I'm getting older, and she's gonna be 70 next year, and I was like, fuck. And then I'm like thinking like, you know, we have to really just live our life, live our life. Like for me, I was in a car accident a long time ago. I got hit by a car and I could have died, but didn't, obviously. And I was like, wow, I'm not meant to die yet. I'm meant to live. So I've got to live my life, really live it like each day is my last. And my mom was saying, same thing. It's like, no, she still wants to travel and do things. Like she can't like live her life in fear, It's like, what's the point then, It's like... And I think after all this, it's like, no, you got to recognize what's important and,
Yeah,
So,
and let go of those expectations. That's a really good point, because I feel like that's clinging to those expectations. Sometimes will set people up to, feel like they're not reaching these expectations when they may or may not be realistic. Whereas if you kind of accept and be grateful for what is, then there's less of that expectation gap.
Yeah, exactly.
I think so you can move through a bit happier.
Exactly. Yeah. Just enjoy the moment, accept and let go. I mean, there's just some things we won't be able to change. And I mean, like last year, I had all these trips I had planned, and even the year before, and everything was canceled. Even actually, we're supposed to go to an event for Sydney Festival next week. Got the email, we canceled the event because some of the cast members have COVID, and they canceled the whole show for
North Country Girl. We can talk about this stuff.
Anyways, we'll go into detail. But I'm like, everything gets canceled, right?
Yes.
So I just
COVID.
You just have to just like can't really have those expectations.
When you can.
Exactly. Just be in the moment, be in the present moment, and just enjoy those things, and even just the little things.
But that being said, it is a good time to kind of map out the things you do want to try and achieve, right?
Yeah, 100%.
So I know I just said about letting go of expectations, but what if you can like have a vision for the things you kind of want to achieve for the year?
100%. I love vision boards, and I think manifesting and cultivating what you want in the next year is a good thing to do. To do that, but knowing that, okay, well, if doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. But at least you have an idea of what you want to do, what you want to achieve, and just really go for it. But, sometimes things don't always happen the way you want to, but being able to let go. But I think it's very important to have that, to set those intentions and to kind of these little goals and ideas. And I know a lot of people do New Year's resolutions. They're like, okay, I'm going to go to yoga every day, or I'm going to like... not drink for during the week and things like that. And I mean, sometimes it doesn't happen, but I think it's like putting it out there and really trying your best, and not just like putting out there, but making sure that you follow through. Like you have to do something. You can't just like put on your vision board or like manifest it, put it out into the ether, into the universe, and be like, okay, I hope it happens. But I think it's just, you have to actually try and do something about it as well. You gotta
you have to be purposeful and a bit driven, right?
Yeah, you have to,
to be clear in your intentions.
Yes, exactly. Yes. You have to follow through. You have to be active. You can't just, hope and pray that it's just going to happen.
Because that's probably not going to work.
Exactly. So
what are our tips for being more driven in your intention setting without holding on to weird expectations? Does it come down to being more authentic in the things that you're asking for and understanding why you want those things?
Yeah, I think so. Clear intentions and why you want it. And I 100%. And being realistic as well. Yes. Like some things are just not realistic. Like, I
want to be a millionaire.
Yeah, exactly.
By the end of the week.
I know, exactly. Like, okay, you can put out there, it'd be fun, win the lottery, but, I mean, like, be realistic as well with your intentions, and also why do you want that as well? Like you said, that's a really good thing as well. Like, really reflect on that. Like, why do I want this? And how will it really serve me? And will it serve other people? And, is this a good thing, or is this... So I think a lot of that has to do with it, and I just had another point and I just lost it. I'm just kidding. So what happened? It'll come back to me. This happens when I get excited. I'm like,
I think that's good. Like, be clear on your whys to understand the things you want, and then from there you can really set a clear path. And I think people manifest in different ways, right? Some people they journal it. Some people will draw it. Some people collage. Some people will just meditate on it all day, every day. But knowing what works for you and what feels right, and then being able to kind of get that daily, I feel like a daily practice, or having it on your fridge or something like
100%. Yeah, journaling. I like to journal and write it. Yeah, I like to write it out. That helps too. But all those things, like, and just meditate on it as well. And but all these things, I think it's all those things are good and that can help. But I think I came back to what I was going to say. Okay, one thing that I have been for next year is doing things when I do set my intentions, the things that I want to do, but do it 100% and really do a good job, rather than I find what I do in the past, and which I still do, is I try to do a million things at once. I try to multitask. I mean, you should see my laptop. It's like I've got all these windows open because I think I'm saving time by doing all these things at once, but really I'm making it harder for myself. I'm doing a half-assed job and it's taking me longer, and then I'm losing my focus. And then I'm doing a shit job, and it's like, and who wants that? I don't want to go to a class and give a shit job because it's my fault for not getting enough sleep or whatever I did, or this or that. And then it's like I want to give it 100%, and the thing is, not just for me, because I want to feel that I've done a good job. I don't want to give a half-assed job to someone, to a client or whatever. And also, as being the receiver, you don't want to get something that's a half-assed job and be like, tell the person like, oh, sorry, this just wasn't that great. And you don't want to hear that either. So it's not really good for either party. And it's like that mutual exchange and that energy and that connection. So for me, I'm like, another thing next year is just really like doing a good job and putting my best foot forward and being clear with those intentions, but executing them really well when I do it and giving it 100%. And even if it doesn't work out, at least I know that I did that, because it's better than not trying at all. And it's better than doing a half-assed job.
And does that include maybe saying no to a few things so that you can do the ones you are doing well?
100%.
Yeah, that's what I've learned this year, actually.
That's another thing too, like learning to, that was my thing, boundaries, and learning to say no. Like, no, I actually can't do that because I know that's not going to be good for me. I'm not going to get enough sleep, and I'm going to be tired the next day. I'm going to feel like shit, and then I'm not going to be able to deliver a good class. And I think that so that was another thing for me, boundaries and learning to say no, and it's okay to say no.
Definitely. That was a big one for me, actually.
Same.
Yeah, so 2021, your boundaries.
I know. So
especially when the lockdown finished and then everything started piling in. You started noticing getting pulled in a million different directions, but then not really enjoying the things you were doing. Whereas before you could have like proper good one-on-one time with people, go deeper. Whereas then all of a sudden it became a bit more surfacey and a bit more noisy, and I was just like, this isn't good. It
doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good. 100%. So that totally came out for me as well. So so there were good things that definitely came out of 2021. And I think just taking all those little golden nuggets and bringing them into the new year, but also letting go of those expectations and
those things that don't serve you very well.
Letting go of things that don't serve you anymore, and embracing this new year with an open heart, open mind, and but putting those intentions out, but not at the same time really letting go of the expectations, because whatever is going to happen is going to happen. And as we know, some things we just cannot control.
Perfect. COVID underlines that real well, right? Just when you think you've got a plan and you know what you're doing, like a new variant or a new thing or a new border shut.
I know, it's just like you got this trip planned, and it's like, and like, no, you're not going to go away for Christmas. It's still 2021 now.
Yes. So let's do it. 2022. New intentions, clear goals.
Exactly. And just really
more authentic selves.
Yes, exactly. Putting your best foot forward and just being present, letting it just be what it is.
So someone shared a good thing with me a few days ago, and it said, see the good, be the good. And I reckon I'm going to try and steal that and make that my thing for next year.
Yeah, I like that. See the good, be the good. I like that.
Let's do it.
That's a good one. Yay! No, I am excited for 2022, and as always, I'm very positive, always coming into it. I'm a positive person anyway, so, but Yay.
Cool.
Yay!
Sorry, I shouldn't do that on your phone.
All right. Anything else you want to add, Benny?
No, happy New Year.
Happy New Year, everyone. So yeah, have a great evening, or a great New Year, and we will see you next year. Be safe and
I'm excited.
All right, lots of love.
Thanks.
Happy New Year. Bye. See you. Bye.
Time coming up.